to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag.
Hi, why am I so tall today? Hi. Hi. I did my hair. I don't know why I'm so tall. There you go. Hi, my hair's finally done. I finally don't have fucked up hair. Hi, you like it? You like it? Ooh, it's the same color all the way through. Yes. Yes. Hi everyone. How are you today? How is everything? What you up to? Oop. How is your Easter? If you celebrate Easter. If you don't, how is your non-Easter? How's your weekend? How's your holiday? How's your day off? Yes, I'm awkward as fuck again. Something different. What she's up to? My personally had Pasha. Otherwise, normal weekend. What's Pasha? Pasha sounds interesting. I had hair in my mouth. Oh, dessert. Okay, sweet. It sounds good. Yeah, I don't personally celebrate Easter. No reason to. I'm fine with it. I like to eat the eggs because they go on sale. Yeah, that's me. That's me. So the plan for today, I will do my normal criminology discussion and stuff, but I wanted to kind of go through DNA. Hi Mac, how are you? I absolutely loved what you did on Fern's stream. That was funny. That made me laugh. It gave me a giggle. Can I check if you can pronounce my last name after some very simple explanation? Oh, hi, my simp. Please don't compliment me. It makes me awkward. Not even as a joke. I get very awkward. Mick your own. Mick your own. Oh, hideous. That makes me feel better. I actually like being called hideous. Mick your own. Mick your own. Is that right? Mick your own? Okay, Mick own. I like that I'm like 50% Irish, but I cannot pronounce it. Like Yon, Mickyon, Mickyon. I did it. Yay. Look. That's the 5% pronouncing thing. Yeah. I'm 5% Finnish. That's cool. I'm actually going into that DNA thing. What you coming?
You're not hideous. It was a joke.
I know you can see your legs.
I don't care.
You can see your boxes.
I don't care.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. You're now one of the
TOS. Woo!
Oh god. See his butt.
Bye.
Okay. He's scandalous. We saw his knees. Oh my god. Those are male presenting genitals, not TOS. Your precious knees. I didn't see any genitals. What are you talking about, Francie? Apparently we saw your dick. He didn't put his sunglasses. Yeah, it was a knee, Francie, not a dick. Was it good? Yeah. Yeah. I like that we're just spending the first 10 minutes talking about like random shit. Compliment my cool dick. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I want a PowerPoint on horses. Can you make me a PowerPoint on horses? Horse dick. Oh my god. I want a PowerPoint on horse dick. Very good. The Acon PowerPoint was very good too. Yeah. See, here's the thing. have PowerPoint, kind of. Mine's more of a fuck that icon PowerPoint. God damn. See, I was asleep during all of your presentation, Mac. Yeah. I like to sleep during night. That's my thing. Oh, I appreciate that. You could just like clip it for me and send it to me, because yeah, one of them happened right after our D&D stream. Ah, yeah. Does the tea bags donation go to the James Wake? No, that's I'm just doing charity for different charities every month. I'm doing a different one, and the top 3 get to choose if they want. If they want some of my art, they can have it. I'll send it to them. They don't have to have it though. So you weren't asleep. You just look after D&D. I'm bring me it in person next year. I will try. My problem with that is I don't know if I can save money. I'm not very good at saving. I'm horrible at saving. Because I don't have a lot of money to save. Yeah, you're fucking horrendous at saving. I'm so mean to him. I'm just good at making money to offset my spending. That's true. I feel like I'm better in our relationship at saving, but I'm not good at telling him no. I'm terrible at saying, no, don't do that. I'll just let him do whatever he wants, mainly because he makes all the money. I don't make any. So there's that. Is this why I have a tier 2 sub from Cry? Yes. You make the Twitch. I don't. I make some. I really shouldn't have those. I make some Twitch money. Most of my money that I make on Twitch goes to charity. I make the charity money. Because I would rather money go to charity. Tier 2 is vital to my well-being. Look, I have a tier 2 to my husband. Mainly so I can use the tomato. I mean, not the tomato. Fuck, it's a cheese. I knew that. I knew it was a cheese. Look. Yeah, it's Cheddar Man. Yeah, I know. I have a spare emote slot now. I can just move. No, don't move it. Well, then why the fuck am I tier 2? I want the cheese. I want to be the only one that has the cheese. It's my cheese. Man. I have an addiction to cheese. Yeah, I know he's your ancient relative. Yes. Cry, can you make your new emote? I really like Tony on a little note. Oh my god. Are we just gonna be making fun of some poor innocent like 15-year-old? Like no one knows who he is. Like he could just be some well, not innocent, but he's 15. Like he could be 15 for all we know. He's probably not. Wait, what's wrong? Is this rig? What's rig? Okay. This is different, Tony. Okay. Oh, my camera. Hey. Oh, this Mac. Okay. I like that Rig played Among Us. Yes. He was 14. He wasn't 15. He was 14. Rig was 14. No, Rig is not Tony. Rig is Rig. Don't know Rig's name. Don't want to ask a 14-year-old what his name is. I would like to keep that to him. Do not want to find out. Yeah. Rig comes in sometimes. Rig's here occasionally. Rig has subbed a couple of times. Rig is around. I think Rig was here last week, actually. I asked him if he had a stream. I asked him if he had a stream. He does not. He rigrolled. Mac, do you want a tier 2 sub? No, I'm the only one that's allowed to have a tier 2 sub to your channel. Mac, if you do it, I'll be very upset. He's gonna do it now because I said that. If you make your tier 2 emote a Father Ted reference, I will. No, my cheese. Fuck you guys. That will cost. That's so much money. I like that I'm trying to do like a criminology stream. And Mac and Cry just come in and like, no, this is our stream now. Sounds about right. Yes, but rude, yeah. That's correct. It's just like a Friday stream where Matt came in and he's like, no, do this. And I did it and it was fucking hell. I never want to read the Book of Mario ever again, Mac. If everyone commits enough bits, you too can confirm things to be rude. No, it's horrible. I've never read something that scarred me so much in my life. I've never like been so fucking, I told Pat like some of the things, Cry, some of the things that I like had to like last week in the middle of Tulsa Massacre. Wait, what? Oh no, not then. Wait, was Tulsa Massacre last week? Did I just do 2 true crimes in a week in a row? God damn it. Hi, Stu. I will get to the true crime in a second. Mac and Cry have taken over my stream. Yeah, I swear it was 2 weeks ago, but I've like brain. But no, we had to do like, Stoop, are you going to help fly tea and cry to England? Oh my god, Mac. Stop trying to milk people for money. We're great. It's so funny. I want you both to visit. I want to visit. I'm just not gonna milk people for money. Like I'm doing the charities every month, and if people want to donate to Cry Stream, they can go donate there. Think of how quickly we will get or get angry at each other. I know, because I don't like being around people, like, ever. If anyone's in my space, I'm just like, I don't like you now. Rich boy. Okay. Well, seeing you're just spamming emotes, I feel like that's the time where I can actually just go into my thing. Like my mess. My mess is over here. I just point it out so that, you know, you can see it. So hi. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Is that a Pikachu? No, that is a Nug. I'll go get it if you want. Or, actually no, because I'm wearing a skirt and I don't want to bend over and stream. I think Pat's going to get it. I can hear him. No? No. Tony isn't here. It's fine. No, Pat, I just heard him go, I'm not moving. Okay, good. Okay, then. So what we're discussing today is, first I want to, hate's going, for fuck's sake. Well, I wanted to discuss talking about DNA first before we get into it, because there's like this concept where people think DNA, I did for a really long time too, where you think, oh, they have DNA, therefore, well, it's going to be easy, they're just going to solve it, it's going to be quick, it's going to be over. DNA doesn't work like that. It's not like this miracle thing. Even when you have DNA and you've got who you suspect the killer is, sometimes you can get it wrong. You can still get it wrong with DNA. Like, and I thought I would use my DNA ethnicity test to kind of show how off you can get it. So I just thought I would. Where is my window thing? I had a window. Yeah, there we go. Window capture. DNA results. Here we go. I've got that locked in, so that's not great. Yes, I'm going to dox my whole family. That's fine. Pat said it was okay, so. Pat says it's okay, then I feel like it's okay. So, right here we've got this one here. So, it shows here that this person could be my grandparent, my uncle, aunt, or my grandchild. Right? That's my grandmother. That's from DNA. That's like, they've done a DNA test which has taken them a month to determine the matches of DNA. But they can't pinpoint whether it's my grandmother, my auntie or uncle, but they can determine it's female, so they know it's my auntie, or my grandchild. So that kind of shows that you can't pinpoint who a specific person is to someone, or like where they are on the DNA thing. See, I'm not a professional in DNA. I'm just kind of showing you how specific with DNA we are in this point in science. And then we've got here, it says here, right, aunt, half sister. So it's closer related, but they still haven't got it pinpointed. And that was my auntie. So it could still be my half sister though. Now here we've got someone who's much further down, but could be my first cousin, my first cousin twice removed, my second cousin once removed. Like, this is so far, like you can't, like, look how far along that is. And that's why, like, when people are like, oh, it's the CSI effect, like when they say, oh, we've got a DNA match. Well, it doesn't work that way. Hi, Ghost! Just doing a criminology stream today. But with the DNA, it's like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you don't just go, oh, well, we have DNA, so therefore we know. I'm really good. How are you? So it's just like showing here that with DNA, you don't straight away know. And especially with in crimes, the DNA is going to be, you know, a partial sample or a mixed sample. So you're not just going to have straight DNA. You're going to have, you know, a little bit of DNA, like, so not enough to get what I have here. Pretty decent. I'm a little down recently. Oh, I'm so sorry, lovely. So with all this, it's just showing, like, if you have a full sample, you could get this amount of information. But with, like, partial samples or mixed samples, you're not going to be able to pull this out. So I just thought this was interesting to show to people right now, especially going into an unsolved case, because I want to do the Wanda Beach murders right now, which is unsolved and has DNA. And people are like, well, why isn't it solved? Well, it kind of shows when you have DNA, it doesn't mean that you're going to get the answers that you desire. So, just thought that was a little interesting tidbit. So, and as anyone who's here, this is where I give you your trigger warning. If you're not, you know, as Ghost, you said that you're a little down recently. This is going to have death of children, missing children. I got no fucking idea about criminology, but I shall learn. I'm here. That's what I'm criminology is like about crime. It's about social issues which get to like why it happened. That's what we're all about. It's what I learn. I do university. I'm in my second year as a criminology student. My third year is, when I finish. I'm slowly doing my second year because of COVID. That's what I do. I'm doing it at home. But it's what we do. We're learning. So it's all about forensic science, history, socioeconomics, why it happens, how it happens, psychology, everything. It is the whole thing. Law. So what I'm doing is an Australian unsolved case. It's supposed to be the biggest case in Australia. But as I heard from Stoop, if Stoop is still there, she's never heard of it. My husband's never heard of it. So they're slipping on the media attention of this because people still haven't heard of this. So that's a bit sad. So I thought I'd go into it a little bit. So thank you. So I always like to drink the drink. I always like to start my unsolves with the numbers and the websites that you can use to report any information. And remember that any information that you, like anything, if you find clippings about the case in grandparents' drawers, if you find anything that's suspicious in any way, it's all relevant. Like, don't ever go, oh, I'm just being silly. It's all useful. Any tip is useful. So remember, call Crime Stoppers, report online at Crime Stoppers Vic, New South Wales Crime Stoppers, all useful. Never think that what you're thinking is silly. They go through it. If they think it's silly, they'll ignore it. It's all good. So that's where I'm going with that. So thank you, Ghost. So I wanted to start off with how I started to get to this case. So I've heard of Wanda Beach murders before through podcasts, but I didn't actually think of doing it first. I wanted to do another unsolved because I think my second one of these was an unsolved. So I was like, okay, let's go through the missing persons cases. And at the moment at uni, we're talking about victimology, and we're talking about Nils Christie's profiling of what they call the ideal victim. So the ideal victim is someone who the media pays more attention to because they have like these 7 characteristics. So they're old or very young, they're weak, they're doing something legal, respectable, they're attacked by a stranger, they're attacked in a public space, they struggle valiantly, and the matter is brought to police attention immediately. So those 7 characteristics is generally what the media uses to kind of the media doesn't use it, but it's kind of like subconsciously used back in like the 60s or so, when Niels kind of started doing this. And so I was going through the Australian Missing Person Registry to kind of find someone that kind of fits those characteristics to talk about, to see if I could find more media attention back in the 60s to kind of talk about this, because I thought that would help me discuss more, more, because it's very hard in Australian culture to find like someone who has a lot of media attention. Now, I came across this very young girl. So again, I keep in mind triggering, because a young girl has gone missing in the 60s. So there's Linda Jane Stilwell. So she was very young. She was 7 years old when she went missing in Melbourne, right near Luna Park, on the beach. She was playing on the beach at Luna Park with her siblings when she went missing. So she was doing something legal and respectable for a child. So that's the third one. It was in a public space, which is 5, and 6 and 4 is something that we'll never know because she was never found. It's been over 50 years. Her body's never been found. Which is, how long do you stream for? I don't. It's as long as I talk. So it could be over an hour. So yeah. But you go and do what you need to do. The VODs are still there if you want to watch more of this. But have a good time. But yeah, so the thing is, with this whole beach thing, it brought to my attention that there was a suspect in this case, which was also attached to the Wanda Beach murders. So Linda is still missing. She's never been found. Her body's never been found. But there was a suspect. Now, because she was taken from a beach, the suspect has been suspected in all beach disappearances in the 60s, which is, you know, I'm someone who doesn't like jump to, oh, someone who takes people from one beach is then the person who takes people from all beaches in Australia, because Australia's a very beachy culture. Like, you're going to get, you know, a lot of people who go, oh, I'm going to prey on children, and where are children predominantly found in the 60s? Alone on beaches, because parents weren't as helicoptery in the 60s as they are now. So that's just, yeah. So then we'll go to, so this was in Melbourne. I've got to keep that in mind. Melbourne. So then we'll go talk about Wanda Beach. Wanda Beach is in Sydney in New South Wales, near Cronulla. I love that I keep hearing my husband laughing when I'm talking about murder. It's so fucking... I know, it's so disorientating. So Wanda Beach is like northmost patrolled beach in Cronulla. It's Green Hills or Green Hill Ridge, sand dunes. Wanda is the Aboriginal name given for beach or sand hills due to the fact that it's a little further away from like cafes and all that stuff. It's very quiet, and it's like, because like Sydney is like a very like, it's a city, and so it's like further away from like populated areas. Hey, Gid. So it's the original inhabitants of the land were the I can't pronounce things. Gwigel Aboriginals who were clan of the Tharawal or Darawal tribe of Indigenous Australians. They are traditional custodians of the southern geographic areas of Sydney. So there are deep rips and bars that combine to produce some excellent beach breaks, but that's something that you do have to acknowledge when you are talking about the beach areas and children going missing. You can't hear me? My mic audio is going up, and Ghost was here before and didn't say anything, so I don't... Hold on. I'll check on... The original inhabitants of the land were the... Yeah, I can hear myself on stream. Yeah, you can hear me too. Okay. I bet it's Twitch being weird. Hold on. Okay. So, that's the first time I've ever heard myself on stream, and I never wanted to do that. Okay. So, that's something like when children go missing from beaches, it's like the first thing you kind of want to like pay attention to is that that there are rips. There are strong rips on the beaches. There are the tide can take you out. So that's something also you want to pay attention to with Linda's case, is that her body has never been found. So pay attention to that Australia has some of the worst rips in the world. So that is very important to kind of think about. So then we'll go on to the girls that are the victims in this case. So we got Marianne Schmidt and Christine Sharrock. So Christine was, she lived with her grandparents Jim and Jeanette Tague. Her father died in 1950. Oh, boy, imagine hearing your own shit on the radio. Oh, damn, Francie. That's insane. So Christine Sharrock lived with her grandparents, and her father died in 1958. So that's very close to the time when my dad was driving and actually wanted to listen. Very close to when this situation happens is right after her father has passed away. Her mother remarried and was living in the northwestern Sydney suburbs. And right when her mother remarries, she moves in to her grandparents by choice, which is, something to look into. Like, she doesn't get along with her mother's partner. That's, that's the first victim. You're gathering information. You follow the clues. It's like, she doesn't get along with her step-parent. So is that someone, like, why isn't she living with them? Look at that person. That's a clue there. But she developed, like, as soon as she moved in, she developed a strong friendship with Marianne, who was the same age. Marianne had arrived in Melbourne from West Germany the same year that Christine's father had passed away. So you've got Christine, who's dealing with a loss and kind of develops a friendship, I guess, to deal with that loss. And it's just, they become really good friends, as you can see. They were like, stick together. At the time, the Schmidts family consisted of, parents, Helmut, which, lovely name. I shouldn't make fun of it, but it's just, Helmut's fun. And Elizabeth, and then there's Marianne's siblings, which are Helmut Jr., Hans, Peter, Trixie, and Wolfgang. So many kids. Which, keep in mind of how many kids there are for, like, the story, is just, Then there was another child that was born when they moved to Australia, which is Norbert. So you've got Marianne, Helmut Jr., Hans, Peter, Trixie, Wolfgang, Norbert. 7 of them. Jesus. After arriving in Australia, the Schmidts lived and migrated in a migrant hostel and then settled in Temora. And then in 1963, Helmut Schmidt moved the family to Sydney after contracting Hodgkin's disease, and they found a home in the suburbs of Ryde. And then the next year, Helmut Schmidt died. So you got 2 15-year-old girls when this happens who are, dealing with the loss of their fathers, struggling. It's like very important when you like look at these murders that you look at the victims as well. Like, who are they? What are they dealing with at the time? Which, in that time, like, that would have been fucking rough. Like, Oh, would have fucking hard. Okay. Yep. Self-explanatory. The murders. Okay. So we've got the two girls, 15-year-olds, next door neighbors, best friends, and they're, exploring, doing, like, testing limits of what they can do. So, January 1st, 1965, they have their diary entries that the girls had kissed some boys on the beach, on Wanda Beach. So, they're testing limits. They're seeing what they can get away with. Being teenagers. It's cool. The following day, the Schmidt children went to the beach again. Not with Sharok. Christy, is it Christy? Yeah, Christine. Without Christine. And then Marianne's mother got admitted to hospital. For a major operation. And then Helmut Jr. and Marianne were in charge of the kids, which, as a 15-year-old girl, that would be a lot. You and your brother are in charge of 5 other kids because your mum's in hospital. That's a lot. So, we'll go on. Saturday the 9th, the two girls, Christine and Marianne, asked Mrs. Schmidt, who was still in hospital, if they could take all the kids, all 6 of them, to the beach again. And they got permission, but it was raining, so they were like, maybe not today. Let's miss this one. So then 2 days later, on January the 11th, the girls took all the kids, all 6 of them, to the beach. Okay, so this is the details of the day. Yeah. You're not getting sound still, Gideon? So, the girls set off by train with the kids. Oh, sorry. I wonder if it's my mic. I wonder if my mic's... You can hear me fine? I just wonder if my mic's not... Seems like it's on your end? Okay. Well, my mic isn't going up to the yellow. You sound fine? Okay, thanks, Sue. So, the girls set off by train and then transferred at Redfern. Then they arrived at about 11 a.m. and it was windy and it was still wet and the beach was closed. The group then walked down the southern end of the beach. No, it's all good, kid. I was just looking at my mic and it wasn't getting to the yellow, which was odd. It sounds like I'm actually quiet. The group walked down to the southern end of the beach, sheltered among the rocks. 8-year-old Wolfgang wanted to swim, so Schmidt went down to the shallow part and they swam, I guess. They had some swimming, did some swims. Then they returned back. They had a picnic. Some point, I think it was Christy? Yeah, Christy, I think it was Christy, left the others and went off by herself. When Christy returned to the group, they decided to go out for a walk in the sandhills behind the beach. About 1 p.m, the group had reached 400 meters beyond the surf club. They stopped to take shelter, and the siblings were complaining because it was windy. The sand, you know when. Okay, the voice is too low. Okay, hold on. Properties. No, the microphone is. I have no idea what's going on. Why aren't you picking up? Maybe I'll get the mic closer. Yeah. How's that? How you like that? How you like them apples? How you like them apples? Is that better? We good? Better? Okay, sweet. I'm very quiet unless I'm laughing. And then when I'm laughing, I'll deafen you. Okay, let's get back into it. So, don't stop laughing. Thank you. So, Marianne told her younger siblings that she and Christine would return to the rocky area south end of the beach where they had hidden their bags and then return to fetch the children and head home. Instead, the girls continued into the sandy hills, and then Peter told them they were going the wrong way and they laughed and walked away. All of the siblings waited behind the sand hill until 5 p.m. and then at some time they returned to collect their bags, including Christine and Marianne's purses, and went home on the last train. Marianne and Christine were reported missing at 8:30 p.m. by Sherrock's grandparents. The next morning, on Tuesday, 12th of January, Peter Smith was taking his three young nephews for a walk through Wanda Beach sandhills. Some distance from the surf club, he discovered what appeared to be a store mannequin, buried face down in the sand, and it's never a mannequin. He brushed away the sand from the head, realizing it was a body, and he called the police. At the point, he believed that he found only one woman, and to this day, the killer has never been found. Later in 1966, the police believe that the work of someone who might have been the Wanda Beach killer had, like, more murders that might have been the Wanda Beach killer. I know what I'm saying. I swear. So on January 29th, 1966, a cleaning lady named Wilhelm Kruger was killed in Piccadilly Arcade in Wollongong. Her body was discovered by a casual butcher when he arrived to work in the local butcher shop. Then on February 17th, 1966, a sex worker named N. Dralenko went missing after leaving a nightclub in King's Cross 10 days later. So, no one knows. It's just, it's one of those things, I guess, that it's dark. It's sad because two 15-year-old girls have, at this point, gone missing. But we know it's a murder because, I've written murders. So let's get on to the investigation. Oh, we found bodies. What am I talking about? Hey, Jazz! So let's get on to the investigation. So Schmidt was found lying on her right side with her left leg bent. Getting into very detailed investigative information. This is what they've like revealed to the public, whereas, you know, they'll always keep a little bit in so that only the killer would know. But like at this point, the killer's probably dead. Factual, like probably. So Shirok was face down, her head against the sole of Schmidt's left foot. Both had scratch marks on their faces. There was a 34-meter long drag mark leading to the scene. The police had determined that Christine had fled, which kind of like this, it needed to be said because Christine was attacked more than what Marianne was. Hey, Ali. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I was confused then. I was like, why is the mod thing not there? It's still there. It's all good. But, yeah, because generally when someone's attacked so passionately and so, like, personally, it's kind of like a, it makes you think it's personal, like it's a, especially if it's an up-close attack, because when you explain what this is, it is an up-close, kind of. It does seem personal, like, this seems like a personal attack. It seems like a very, like, personal, like, I'm upset. Or it's an anger attack, like, they've been through a lot, like, they're getting their anger out from something. Yes, up is relative. So it believed that Christine had fled only to be caught, incapacitated, and dragged back to the body of her friend. The murder weapon... Oh, the wonders of the world. The murder weapon was a long knife and some sort of blunt instrument, but neither weapons were ever found. But there was a blood-stained knife blade, which was found when they were sifting through tons of sand, but the police were unable to link it to the murders, which is like... Did they ever think that maybe the blade could have been connected to something? Like, I just feel like this was really shoddy police work. I just feel very skeptical of anything the police say in this. Yeah, like, anything the police say in this matter. And you'll know why. There is one thing that happens in this where I'm just like, okay, anything you say now, I don't know if I believe you. There's just something in this where I'm just like, okay, you've done something really dumb that a really dumb person would do. Now I don't believe you at all in this investigation. I'm just like, oh, you fuckheads. Okay. The autopsy found that Christine had a blood alcohol level of 0.015, but alcohol was not found in Marianne's autopsy. So, yeah, maybe. So that's the thing. So the children did not see alcohol, but when Christine went off by herself, without anyone, she might have got alcohol somehow from someone. So that means that they were, you know, hanging out with someone on the side, which has never been discovered. So that's like, these are little questions that need to be answered before you kind of narrow down on a suspect, because they keep on like bringing up these, all the suspects they're narrowed down on are these big serial killers, and I'm just like, I don't believe that, because it's someone, I feel like it's someone they know, because they would have been hanging out with this person. Like, you read all these little clues and you're like, it's someone they know because they're drinking with them, and they kiss the boys at the beach and they're drinking with someone. It's like, sounds like someone that they're hanging out with. But you know, I'm not a professional, but yeah, I don't know. So it was also discovered that Christine had consumed food, cabbage and celery, i.e. possibly a Chico roll. Oh, welcome back, Ghost. You're coming back. I'm not professional at all. I've studied like a year and a bit of criminology. I'm not. That doesn't make me a professional. It just makes me interested. But I just feel like there's things. It was the Chico roll all along. It was the Chico rolls we've made along the way. But it's just, it just intrigues me that I just find something so like weird that they just jump to like these masterminds, and I feel like it's like this thing where, well, we got tricked, like we don't know who it is, so it has to be like this absolute mastermind that did it, where the answer is probably going to be something really boring. And that's what really, like, the thing about Unsolved is it's not going to be someone like some serial killer. It's probably going to be someone they knew, and it's going to be like this really boring answer that should have been solved ages ago. Like, it shouldn't have been like, yeah, it's just things that irk me about these things. I feel like it's just shitty police work. No offense to the police in any form. Don't arrest me. Also, give me a job. Anyway, Christine's skull had been fractured by blows to the back of the head, and she had been stabbed 14 times. Please tell me that's not personal. How is that not personal? How are you not... Any police watching, don't arrest you or else. But tell me how being stabbed 14 times isn't a personal attack. I don't know. I just can't see that not being someone that you know. That's... Don't worry, Jazz, I banned the police in chat. Oh, that's the thing. Like, I want to work with the police one day, and I'm shit talking them on stream constantly. That's hilarious. So anyway, Marianne's throat had been deeply slashed, and she been stabbed 6 times. Be the change you want to see in the police. That's the plan. That's the plan, Jazz. But if you're the police in chat right now, please type something or else you're bad, and I promise I won't ban you. That's the thing, like, but the thing is, like, the reason why I'm like skeptical as well that it was personal is because he might have been mad at Christine because she ran and then was dragged, so then that's why he was mad at her. So there's my double thinking. But at the same time, being stabbed is also a very personal attack. And I'm talking about being stabbed, and I can hear my husband giggling. It's such a fucking weird thing. Moving on. So this is where you get, like, this is a very triggering topic, this part here. So I highly recommend, if you get triggered by sexual assault, rape, all of it, please, I highly recommend not listening, because we've had this discussion in this stream before. I will talk frankly about it. I am not someone that like I don't like talking about it. It makes me uncomfortable. But I will talk about it. You know, it's something that like I try very hard to like. I try to speak very like openly about it because I feel like it's something we need to talk about. T, tell me to fuck off. No, I don't want to tell you to fuck off. I adore you, you lovable scat. Oh my god, he's laughing and I'm trying to be like, it's so hard. Anyway, so I called you scat. I was trying to say scamp and scat came out. Don't ask me why I do what I do. I do it. And I do it. Anyway, you can see I'm visibly discomfort. Like, brains are fucked, just gotta deal. Exactly. Okay. This is where I get uncomfortable. No, it's fine. It's just the matter of, okay, so when we talk about sex crimes in criminology, there is two sides of it. There is the side where they go, oh, it wasn't like sexually motivated, and it is sexually motivated. And people go, well, they weren't raped because there wasn't penetration. And then there are people who are like, oh no, it's rape. It doesn't matter if it's penetration or not. And it's like, I fit on this way, where it's like, yeah, I appreciate you, Ali. I love that you try and brighten my day, even though like I can be like very negative or I can be very optimistic. I'm never in between. I appreciate you trying to brighten me when I'm very negative. So I feel on it doesn't matter if it's penetration, it's still a sex crime. I still classify it as like, you should still make it, you should still charge it as rape. I don't care if you can find evidence of penetration. If there is semen on the body and you've cut their underwear, that's still rape to me. Like, sorry. And it's like, yeah, sorry. That's just me. But yeah, that's just what, yeah. That's what I read. I read the underwear had been cut off and attempts had been made to rape both girls. And I writ underneath, oh fuck that, this is clearly a sex crime. You don't know who did the crime, so you don't know if it was an attempt or that's how they do it. Yeah, well, the thing is, it's not even like an attempt. Like, maybe that's how they get off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't know the inner workings of their brain. You don't know if that's how they work, how they, like, I'm not going to, like, you can't go, well, they were attempting to, because you don't know. You don't know if that's how they do it. I'm not going to jump to conclusions that, oh, it was attempted and it didn't work out for them. Also, this is the 60s. I don't know how tests are now. All I know is you can't, like, you cannot 100% tell if it was 100% rape. Like, you can't, like, it's just, I'm uncomfortable. I'm visibly uncomfortable. Flips table. I'm visibly, like, when it comes to like discussions of rape and sexual assault, I just don't like the idea of like you telling someone, hey yo, we flipping tables over here, slams desk. I just don't like you telling someone what their experience is like sexually. It's pisses me off, and like the fact that they're dead and they can't tell you pisses me off. Like, you can't tell them what they experienced. they're dead. So fuck you. Now this, yeah, same emotion, Freezius, thank you. So, okay. This is where I go losing all faith in the police that investigated this. Right here. Right here. Right here. Okay. As you can see, look, first of all, I'm just going to point this out right now. They're not wearing gloves. They're walking all over the place, not wearing gloves. The reporters are all in there. We are talking about the Wanda Beach murders. It's an Australian unsolved murder. It's fucked. Absolutely fucked. And yeah, I'm trying so hard to like deal with the absolute inept, like, the policing. Like, every time we have an unsolved case, I try really hard to give the benefit of the doubt to the police, but fucking hell, when I tell you guys what I know now, I'm just like, fuck. Like, the fact that they have people walking all over the scene like it's nothing. They have reporters. They have no gloves. They don't have it clear. They're just, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just let everything go. You're like, they're lucky they have DNA. They're fucking lucky. Look, they're fucking lucky. And as I said at the beginning of stream, DNA is not 100%. But fuck, they're lucky. And then I'm so fucking annoyed. As someone who is like so invested in criminology and like so into it, this annoys me like you would not believe. Like, it boils me. As someone who like doesn't feel anger and like all emotions like really well, like I feel it like the wrong way. Like, I feel sad when I get angry. It really upsets me. So semen was found on both the girls, and autopsy shows that their hymens were intact. So I was like, yay, they have DNA, like good DNA, like really good DNA. I do. I really, really do. I want to be the first female criminologist in Australia. Not criminologist, criminal profiler. I want to be a criminal profiler, like, really badly. They don't have any female ones. I want to be the first. I want to do it so bad. But oh no, that's fine. When I'm older, I have to. No, that's fine. I want to be the first female criminal profiler. But yeah, when I'm older, that's just a fact. Like, tomorrow could be when I'm older. You can say it like that. I'm not Freezius, I'm not offended by fucking jack shit. You don't offend me with like anything. The only thing that annoys me is when people like keep pushing jokes like over and over again. That's it. So, not offended. But yeah, it's when the police fucks up like constantly that I get really fucking annoyed. Cause I'm just like, you could do better than that. All professions, you expect the professional. Yeah, exactly, Jazz. You expect them to do better. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm studying. Like, I'm currently in uni. I'm in my second year. I want to do this. I want to do it really good. But the only problem is, to become a criminal profiler, you need to be in the police for a little bit. Now, I'm slight. I've got invisible disabilities. to join the police, you can't be disabled. This is from the 60s. This is 65. It's a cold case now. That's why I have given people the numbers to call, even if your information is very minuscule. Like, you think it's insignificant, call them. They need it. Like, it's a cold case. They need this. They have suspicions on. They have 3 high-profile suspects at the moment, but I really don't think it's any of them. I still think it's someone they knew. That's it. So, as I said though, with the DNA, like, they had semen. Very, like, semen is like, cool, we've got it. You've got DNA that is probably the best that you can have. Then, in July 2014, police said semen sample taken from Schmidt's body had been lost and could not be located despite an extensive search. How do you lose that? I don't understand. Like, they do have DNA. They still have some DNA, but it's a partial DNA. Thank you. They have partial DNA, which, as I said, like, I started at the beginning of this talking about DNA and talking about having a full profile of DNA and how that can't match a person, and how it can be, it can match, one thing of DNA can match like several people, or it can be like all over the place. But a partial, you fucked. Like, as I said, the CSI effect thinks that if you have DNA, then cool, you can solve it easy, quick. Doesn't work that way. And that's like, that's the thing with like cases. It is so hard to solve a case, and especially like with, oh my god, like with the whole thing with, what is that? Oh, the whole the benefit of the doubt. So if you have a benefit of the doubt in our society, we don't really go with the benefit of the doubt. You just jump to the conclusion that they're guilty. So it really shouldn't work that way. But people just go, well, they're on trial, therefore they're guilty. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you got to go into to solve a case. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, there's so much to put into it. Like, there's the laws. You got to have the right law that actually contributes to a person going to trial. Then you've got to have then the defense. So the defense has to like do you have a defense for why this happened? So then you got to have the defense for the case. Is so much. There is so fucking much, and that's why I want to do these criminology cases, not just to like interest people, but to kind of explain that the law is so complex, and that criminology is so fucking complex, and that people have to kind of understand that it's fucking hard. Like, it is so fucking hard. And it's like my goal, like when I get to 500, is talking about the defense, like extraordinary circumstances defense, which is like a reasonable person, and that describing what a reasonable person is. And that is so like in Australia, we have the defense of, would a reasonable person do this? And it's like, what is a reasonable person? That's for the jury to decide. Is a reasonable person this? Are you a reasonable person? What the fuck is a reasonable person? All drives me insane. Yeah, it does. extraordinary circumstance case, I'll just quickly like explain, is like bunch of people got on a boat. The boat got fucked up by a whale. They went on like the little boat, and to survive they had to eat a person. Cannibalism. So they all pulled like straws or something. This is from the top of my head. I'm getting some details wrong. So the youngest one pulled the short straw. They killed him. They ate him. They survived. When they got back to shore, they put on trial and used extraordinary circumstances as a defense. It's the first time it was ever used. And because they were on like extraordinary circumstances, they didn't go to jail. That's the short end of it. But yeah, and that's now a defense that is used very like it's a thing that you can use as a defense now because of that situation. But fuck, to like say, or if a reasonable person was put in this situation, would they do the same thing? It's like, but what is a reasonable person? Like, you have to have like a bar of what a reasonable person is. Like, you can't just go, well, my feelings of what a reasonable person is. Like, you can't do that. Because people are so different and they have so many different personalities. It is bad, but I don't see that as a bad. Well, it's like to each their own, but like I would put them in jail personally. Because like if you're putting other people in jail for smaller things than that, then put them in jail. Like, that's just personally. Because, you know, people are smoking pot because they're, you know, trying to cure their mind. Then why can't, you know, I feel like that's reasonable. They were white, I guess. Yes, Francie. They were If the story of the straws is true, does that mean they all agreed? Well, yeah, they did all agree. But remember, Jazz, this is their truth. They told the story to the jury. They said this is what happened. The person who's dead and was eaten didn't get to say what he wanted. So who knows? You know? Yeah, exactly, if true. Yeah. It's a very, like, complex legal thing. It's like, why do you believe... Yeah, it could be fake. It's, I'm pretty sure it's, like... I'm not 100%, like, this is why I don't have it in front of me. Like, I can't tell you 100%. It might have been what inspired Moby Dick, but I'm not 100% on that. Like, don't quote me on that, because I don't have all the information in front of me. I learnt they could have just said that the missing person drowned. Yeah, well, they couldn't, because when they found them, they found the this is the dumbest thing. They found the skeleton. They found the skeleton of the guy in the boat when they found them. So no, they could not say he just drowned. I don't know, because I didn't read Moby Dick. So I don't know if Freeze is. I'm not 100% sure. All I know about Moby Dick is about the whale. So the whale did put a hole in the big giant boat. So I think that's all that they got it from. I don't know. I don't fucking know. That's why I said I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know the details. Like, I have to do a little bit of preparing. If it was malicious, surely they would have tried to cover it up more, but... Well, that's the thing though, Jazz. Like, they were I think it was like a week without food, and they were like delirious, and like they said that when they found the guys who had eaten him, they were still sucking the marrow from the bone. So it was shrewd faster. Yeah, like it was like, you know, they were apparently really like fucked up. Like it was really like they were still like chewing on bone when they found them. So it's not like a cover up per se. Like they was really fucked up. Like there's a lot to the story where it's like, okay, well, they clearly weren't covering up. They were just crazy. So it's like I don't like, I feel sorry for them, and I wouldn't put them in jail personally if they didn't put other people in jail, but putting it on the sliding scale of who they put in jail, I would not put other people in jail before I don't put them in jail, kind of thing. I have like a sliding scale. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to put, like, the whole point of jail is to protect the public from violent people. Now, why do we put people who have a health problem, like drug addiction? You know? Why do we put people who have a drug addiction in jail who aren't violent? It's all about protection. It's not about, you know, it's not about that. So, like, why are they in jail? That's just my thing. It's a health issue. It's not a justice issue. That's an opinion. But, yeah. Probably just, like, lost everyone on that one. Like, I'm an avid, like, I don't believe in putting people who take drugs into, if they were driving under the influence, I can see why, but putting random people in is weird. Yeah. Well, like, that's the thing, like, we don't even put people who are under the influence in jail. We give them fines. I was in I did a court paper where I went to court and had to write about people who were who were just, I just had to talk about like what was happening in court, and most of them were drug offences or drink driving, and the drug offences got harder sentences than the drink driving. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of fucked up. Because if you're taking drugs, you're only harming yourself. Yes. If you're taking drugs, you're only harming yourself. You're not harming, you know, like, I'm someone who just doesn't understand, you know, putting someone in jail who is harming themselves. Like, take them to rehab. Also, someone who's taking drugs and doesn't want to change isn't going to change. I've said this. If you don't want to change, you're not going to change. This stands for drug addiction. This stands for mental health. This stands for everything. Like, you can't change someone who doesn't want to change. I love that I've just, like, interrupted this story to broadcast all my opinions on criminal justice systems. But it's just, I can't believe in putting people who, like, the whole point of the prison system, the justice system, is to rehabilitate, is to protect people. It's to rehabilitate, it's to protect people, it's to stop, like, it's to, what's it called? Scare people off of doing the wrong thing. I don't know the word because I'm really bad at English. Stop people from doing the wrong thing. There's like 7 and I keep forgetting them all. Like, but I know the three, because they're the three that I like pay attention to the most. But we don't rehabilitate so much. We're not so much into rehabilitation. It's like, if you hear someone's done something wrong, we're very much a society of, oh, fuck those guys. Like, fuck them. But it's like, but they're human. They just have had the fucking bad end. Like, you know, no one's helped them, so they don't feel like they should help others, and they want to help themselves. Like, you know, maybe we should start being a little bit more compassionate. Look after them a little bit. Give them the compassion that no one else gave them. No? And that extends to all criminals. All offenders. Not criminals, offenders, sorry. I don't just mean like I'm a known companion giver. I love it. No, I just think that we should start, you know, give a little bit more. Just give them a little bit more, like, care. And, like, stop reading the paper when they start giving shit to, like, a group. And, you know, they start saying, look at the crime rise in this group or whatever. It's like, no, they're taking statistics and they're tweaking them to fit their narrative. Stop doing that. I'm just going to complain about every justice system issue today. That's my aim for today. I have a extension in my Discord which helps block all Murdoch papers if you're curious in any way, shape or form. In the channel Social Meets PC, there's a whole heap of different things that you can put on your computer. One of them, hello father. Yeah, I've just gone on to a rant about heaps of social justice issues. I'm a social justice warrior today. I've got my paintbrush as well for some reason. But yeah, no, there's just like, there's Social Meets PC in my Discord, and it's like, it blocks all. Oh, Fern! Hi! Hello, lovely. Bed in this as we speak. Hello. I'll do my little Fern shout out first, and then we can get into a raid song. Any raid shout out?
You're amazing, okay? You're amazing. You are. You're amazing. And I hope you feel that way about yourselves, okay? You better.
You're amazing. Fern's amazing. Okay, hold on. Just remembering what slide I'm on. I'm on slide 6. Okay, cool. Now let's get on to the raid song. Oops, that's a bit loud. Hello all you raiders, my name is T. I play lots of games and study criminology. Goodbye Fern, and I shout with glee. Thank you all for raiding me. Bye Fern. Thank you for raiding me. Well, Fern was leaving, so I thought I'd just like try to improv. I'm not great at it. I gave it a go. Yeah. I like that I'm just like jumping onto all these different like social justice issues. I'm so distracted today. It's great. It's fucking great. So today we were talking about the Wanda Beach murders, which is the death of, let's have a go, Christine Sharrock and Marianne Schmidt. Hey, Ali, yes. We got into spicy talk about law. We did. Australian law, definitely. Oh, love you too. Thank you. Yeah, we were talking about Australian law, and it mainly started because I was really annoyed about... I was really annoyed about the police fucking up this investigation. This investigation was from the 1965. Now, they found semen on the body. Yes. Semen. And they lost it in 2014. Now, how you lose critical shit? I don't fucking know. They drink. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm okay with that. That just fucking annoys me. Like, you are responsible. Oh, Cheryl. Thank you. You're lovely. I'm just here ranting about criminal justice issues, and you're just like, you're lovely. I'm like, oh, you're wonderful. They are bad police. They fucking lost critical shit, and I'm like, what? Oh, this is like my aim. My aim is to work in this, and they just like, you know, like I'm okay. You're melting my heart. Oh, but it's just like, I get that people can be human, and I get people can make mistakes, but you have to do better. Like, you just have to. Like, there are people who are counting on you. Like, there were 6. You guys, why is with the simping? I kid. But yeah, it just has to be better. Like, you have to. Oh, right, I'm not allowed to say that, shrimp. Sorry. Hopefully, no, I don't get in trouble for that. I apologize for the word that I just used. I made a critical error in my judgment. I ate tangled. That's alright. I accidentally said the S word. Well, I didn't accidentally say it. I just forgot I'm not allowed to say it. Cancel me? Yeah, that's okay. I can be cancelled. I also portray the Shrubbies. I'm a what's it called? I always forget what I am. What is it? Sapling. I'm a sapling. I personally am a sapling. Yeah. Thank you, Charles. I said it before I saw it, but I saw it. I just feel proud of myself for saying it before. Sapling for life, yo. But anyway, let's get... Okay, so shrubs are ferns, fiance, fans, and saplings are ferns fans. Yeah, I want to get a tattoo too saying sapling. We should do that. We should get little tattoos saying sapling. Oh, right across your forehead? Okay. I want to get like a little one though. Yeah. So all my little humans that are in my chat are teabags. You teabags. Your teabag's part of the tea party. Sorry. I'm not really. You happy with this? I'm glad. That's why, because like ferns community are little saplings, and then they grow into tea bags. That's what I like. I'm such a dickhead. Why am I like this? Tell me. Okay, let's get back into this. So the cold case unit announced that a weak male DNA sample had been extracted from a pair of white shorts worn by Shirok. They get chopped up and put into boiling water. Yes. Schmidt's brother Hans has viewed photos of her body and said, see, for people who weren't here before, we discussed the autopsy already. And that Shirok had... Was it Shirok that he said? No, he says Schmidt. What am I thinking? That Schmidt had been stabbed 6 times. Okay. But Hans had viewed a photo, and apparently he said she'd been stabbed 25 to 30 times. So, you know, do you listen to the autopsy or do you listen to the brother? I don't know. Autopsies are normally like very informative, so I'd normally go with that. And like the brother's more emotional. Not to like doubt the families and the victims and all that stuff. Like you should always listen, because you don't want to re-victimize them and tell them that they're wrong. So I don't want to tell them that they're wrong, because you can re-victimize them every time you tell like the family that they're wrong. So I gotta go. Yep, that's all good. Thank you for being here. I highly appreciate that. Every time you tell a victim's family that they're wrong and that they don't know what they're doing, you're re-victimizing them. But you do have to you do have to kind of listen to the facts and like go with it. Bye, Fresius. So just like, it's the only reason it's important to know like how many times that she was stabbed is to kind of like see if it was like a vicious, it's vicious either way, but you know what I mean, like it's more like a personal anger attack thing. And yeah, it was also during Christine's absence that Wolfgang noticed a teenage boy hunting crabs. Later he claimed to see the same boy twice more, once in the company of his sister and Christine, and once again much later walking alone. So there's actually been talk of this teenage boy that they tried to find him, and they've never been able to locate this boy. So if like, again, really weird coincidence, if I could ever like, I've got the number out there, if anyone from the 60s or someone that knows something about it, reach out to the police. It's very important. Yeah, if you were crab hunting, if you know your grandfather crab hunted around that area, call the police. Not the police, but like Crime Stoppers, all that stuff. Police have interviewed 7,000 people, making it the largest investigation in Australian history. Despite this, the murders quickly become a cold case, and none of the 3 main suspects fit the description of the surfer youth who has been identified. So that's the thing. They believe that the guy who was a crab hunter was the one that did commit these murders. They believe that the girls knew him. They like, all of that fits, like, which kind of fits with what I was saying before, that it makes sense that they knew him, because she did have alcohol in her system. She seemed to be Christine seemed to be hanging out with someone, like when she went off without Marianne. She seemed to be like chilling with someone, and they did say that they were kissing boys like 2 weeks earlier. So it's kind of like, who is this guy? How do they know him? What's going on? So it's very much into that. And then we can go into the suspects. Now, before I go into the suspects, I've made myself a rule, and I know I've gone against this rule before, but it kind of ate me up going into, like, when I did it last time. I don't want to show pictures of the people, like of people who have committed crimes, because I don't want to like put embedded memories in people's mind, because like if you've gone through trauma, if you've gone through issues, you can put false memories in your mind. So say someone has gone through a trauma with these people, then I don't want to embed a memory in your head going, oh yeah, that's the person. Do you know what I mean? I want you to be able to describe for yourself who that person is, what they look like, all that kind of stuff. Second thing is, I don't want to give them a platform. I don't have a huge platform. I'm not saying that I've got a massive platform. I'm just saying I don't want to give them any more, like, you know? And, like, I will be saying their names, but many people have that name. I just don't want to give their face attention. And that's just a personal choice. If you think I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but it's just something that I came to, and it's mainly because of I don't want to put embedded memories in people who have gone through trauma. That's the main thing that I've come to the decision for. Anyway, Alan Bassett. This one is a very weak reasoning for why he's one of the main suspects. I don't know why. And like, even if you Google him, I can't find him anywhere. The only place you can find him is on the Wanda Murder Wikipedia. No information about him anywhere else. It's just, there's actually a old lord called Alan Bassett from like the 1100s, so it's the only thing I can find out about him. So C.C. Johnson, a former detective who investigated the murders, was given a painting in 1975 by Alan Bassett. Bassett had been jailed for murdering Carolyn Orphan, a 19-year-old woman, on the night of Saturday 11th June 1966. So there was a bunch of murders in 1966 that I explained before, which they suspected happened by the same person who did the Wanda murders. Now, this one's separate, but they also think could be connected to the other ones that they also suspect did the Wanda murders, but it's like, but they might not be connected. So it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, I always say, follow the investigation, don't follow the people. So this is a matter of they're following the person, not following the investigation. So, where is it? He strangled, crushed skull, raped. But there's no stabbing in this one, so that wouldn't fit the general profiling. But again, with profiling, people can change methods, they can expand, they can, you know, trial and error of what they enjoy doing. It's just how things work. But again, I still don't like any of these suspects. I think they're all wrong. So Carolyn Orphan went out on a night with her friends to the Ironworkers Club on Crown Street in Wollongong, where she met Bassett, and then he killed her. He was sent to prison for life. He served 29 years before he was released in 1995. The painting, A Bloody Awful Thing, shows an abstract landscape. Johnson believed the painting showed bloody trails, a broken knife blade, and the body of a victim. And he believes that that's kind of the landscape of the Wanda Beach. Like, he's painting a crime scene. That's what he believes. He believes he's painting that crime scene. So he's just going off, like, the detective's just going, oh, he did it because he painted it. And that's all we've got. That's it. Cool. Anyway, Christopher Wilder. Now, this guy's a fuckhead. I can't really say anything nice about this one. Christopher Wilder. Now, Christopher Bernard Wilder, because 3 names for a serial killer. He was called the Beauty Queen Killer. Now, he was a serial killer over in America. He, fuck's sake. This guy's a fucking... God damn. Like, god damn, I did not know about this one. Like, we could just do a whole thing on him alone. Like, he's a fucking mess of a human. Like, a mess of a human. He was born March 13th, 1945. He was the son of an American naval officer and Australian national. He nearly died at birth and then almost... It's like someone was trying to help the world out by killing him as a child so we wouldn't have to deal with it when he was older. And then he almost drowned when he was 2. So twice. Before he was 2, he almost died twice. It's like, okay, sweet. January 4th, 1963. He raped a 13-year-old girl in the company of 2 other men, both whom denied being involved with the actual assault. He was sentenced to probation. Fucking justice systems, swear to God. And then claimed later in life he also received electroshock therapy. There's no evidence of that. There's no evidence that he got that. Okay. He got married in 1968, but a week later his wife left him. It just shows how much of a horrendous human being you are. That you just, like... I just fucking hate this person. Like, it's just fucking horrendous. He immigrated to the United States in 1969. Probably because there's probably a long list of people he killed here. There's probably a whole heap of unsolved murders that he killed here. Just thinking. I still don't think he did this one. But I think he's killed some people. He developed an interest in photography because he's one of those serial killers. He's a photography one. You see how unimpressed I am? All I'm saying is, bet his fucking parents were horrendous. I'm not someone who likes to blame the parents, but I'm just saying it comes from somewhere. From 71 through to 75, he faced various charges related to sexual misconduct. In 84, he went through a cross-country crime spree across the United States. He abducted and raped at least 12 women, killing at least 8 of them. He's suspected of the unsolved murder in 65 at Wanda Beach. He died because he wouldn't give in to police, so they shot him. Got shot by police in America. So, there's that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. And now from one piece of shit to another piece of shit. I'm normally really empathetic to people, but these guys are fucking wild. So Derek Percy is actually the one that directed me to this case. He's suspected of this one. Linda Jane Stillwell. So instead of looking at Percy's dumb ugly face, maybe we can look at Linda. Because, you know, she's still missing. Body's never been found. Let's look at Linda instead. Or is it offensive? Would it be offensive to, like, look at her while I talk about him? Maybe we'll go over here. I don't want to offend. So, Percy's actually been suspected of a lot of crimes that involve abducting people from beaches. So Linda was abducted from a beach. He actually, they charged him with I think they charged him with Linda, but he never admitted to it, and they can't find her body. So she's still a missing person. So that's that. But a lot of the ones that they suspect him of is people who have been taken from beaches. So that's why his name comes up in this kind of thing. So if any of them I would be suspicious of, it might be him, but I don't know. Because he is from Melbourne and he was around the Melbourne area, but then again, he's in the Navy. And when you're in the Navy, you go around a lot of places, So Derek Percy, born 5th of September 1945, born Stratfield, New South Wales. Parents Ernest Percy and Elaine Percy. He's the eldest of 3 sons. Percy began to attract the attention of authorities in late 1964. So again, his time period of attacking girls and people is in the vicinity of when this crime happened. So it's a possibility. Like, I'd never rule it out. I just don't I'll follow the evidence first, but it's just not something I personally feel like lines up. As a 16-year-old boy, he started stealing and wearing female underwear and mutilating dolls with razor blades and knives. In 1965, he began writing down bizarre and violent sexual fantasies. In 1966, he repeated year 11, then tried year 12, but dropped out and joined Australian Navy as a naval rating and electric mechanics in November 1967, which... Okay. Percy was arrested and found in 1970 that he was not guilty by reasons of insanity and remanded indefinitely for the murder of 12-year-old Yvonne Toy at Ski Beach near Warnett on West Point Bay on 27th of July. So, he was found not guilty of reason of insanity, but he was in prison forever. That's how bad his crime was. He didn't get 22 years, life in prison, which is like 35 or something. He got indefinite prison forever, which in Australia is huge. We don't do that. We don't put you in prison forever. Normally. So what he did was pretty fucking dark. So the things that he's suspected of is the Wanda Beach case, which is what we were talking about, where Percy was known to be visiting his friend's grandparents in Ryde at the time. The Beaumont case, which is what I want to talk about next week. Percy admitted to being at Glenegg Beach in Adelaide on a family trip the day of the disappearance, but he denied being involved. Alan Redstone case. Canberra police issued a description of a fair, thin-faced teenager that they wanted to interview, which Derek Percy Tef's a killer name. I know, right? Like, out of everyone, he kind of fits because he happens to be at all these places at the time. Which I'm like, okay, kind of, yeah. But I still feel like they must have known the person. Because it seems like such a, like, it seems like they were with the person. Like they knew him of some way. But then at the same time, when you're a teenager, you would have, like, just hung out with anyone. So I don't know. Then there's the Simon Brooke case, which is fucking... Ugh. There's a picture of Simon Brooke, which I've got. He's also a missing person. He's fucking tiny little baby. He's like 3. It was just taken out of his home. And it's like, oh my god. That, like, how? And how do we not know about this? This tiny little baby. Fuck. Anyway, Percy had been stationed at Cookatoo Dry Dock on Sydney Harbour at the time, and an ident kit of the suspect who killed the 3-year-old was similar to the Redstone suspect. And Linda Stillwell case, which was from the beginning. In October 2014, a year after his death, he was formally ruled to have abducted and killed the 7-year-old who disappeared while playing at St Kilda foreshore in Melbourne on the 10th of August 1968. At the time, Percy had been transferred to the troop ship. Yep. So they've never found her body though. So there's that. And at the end, everybody wins. And I keep saying this at the end of every true crime thing. Nobody wins. You get caught or you don't get caught, and everyone's upset still. So there's that. Yay. It's just so fucking sad. Because, like, I think what gets me the most is that they're kids and they were just doing kid things. And also the fact that the media's not covering it anymore. It's like, I think the fact that a lot of people didn't know about it really, like, got me a bit. Because they're wee little babies. Now I'm just, like, fucking sad. Yeah, I want to do the Beaumont children because their bodies also haven't been found and no one knows. Like, they were taken from a beach. Bodies were never found. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's also well known, but I don't know if people know it. See, that's the thing. I don't know if people know Australian cases, and that's why I want to keep doing Australian cases. But it is what it is. Now, I'll plug this in. Do some ukulele for a bit. And then pass you on. Pass you on. Pass you on. But I'll put you onto, while I set up, I'll put you onto the wee little babies. Wee little baby. Wee little baby. Ugh. Such a gorgeous little child. It's so sad. I hate it. I hate it all. Let's go into here. There we go. Oops, I gotta get rid of that and that. And let's do live scene. Hi. Let's go back. I haven't played ukulele in a few days actually because of my headaches and stuff. Just realized like how bad. Looks like I'm balding. See how well I can do ukulele after I haven't played in like 4 days. Normally play every day. Have a look. I love that a game capture can get my Word document. That's fucking funny. First light, here we go. Here we go, here we are, here we are, here we go. Oops, I forgot to tune it because it will need tuning after 4 days of not playing. First light, here we go. Jazz. Always fuck up the ending. Always fuck up the ending. Always. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Streetcars running by her door, little Liza Jane. Well done. You can continue to the next exercise.
I have performance anxiety. Here we go. Ready. Oh my god, someone did something and I don't know what it is. Thank you for the follow. I think that was my cousin.
Try
Performance
slowing down
anxiety
the
is a
tempo in
legit thing.
practice mode.
Yes, I have that. Also, thank you for the follow, Haley Listags. Is that Haley Taggart? Oops, I just like docs. Me like legit doxing. Thank you for the follow. Let's give my chords a go. Chords are good because it means that I can actually check what's going on in chat if chat's going. In other words, it's me being a lazy bastard. Hey, Haley! My cousin! It's my cuz, guys! It's my cuz! Oopsie. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Yeah, so it's second from the top, and oh, there goes my thing. Hey, cuz. Why is it not going? Why not? Interesting. Chords aren't working today, apparently. Or am I not playing them correctly? Who knows? Who really knows? Yeah, it's not. Hello, lovely. Who really knows what's happening with this? Yeah, no. I knew it was this way, but it's not picking it up. I remember when you had your violin that was like this color, Hales. Oh no, yours was like purple, wasn't it? It's not working, guys. We'll just have to do absolutely fucking impossible tabs today. Your violin was so cool though, Haley. Okay. Yes, that one. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I'm not Haru. It's fucking hard, especially I took 4 days off of playing this because
Well
of,
done.
like, my head
You
was
can
just
continue to the next
a
exercise.
mess. My head was a mess for like 4 days, so I took a break from it because I play this. I'm teaching myself to play this. I'm also teaching myself Spanish, and I took 4 days off from that, and I feel like I'm so behind, like, on everything, on uni, on this, on Spanish. Oh, my brain's just broken in general. Haley knows all about my brain breaking. Oops. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. I swear. I swear. I swear. Sorry. Thanks, Haru.
Try slowing down the tempo in practice.
I wanted to do fucking chords, but my thing's not working. Maybe it's gone out of tune again? I don't know. Oh yeah, it has gone out of tune. There you go. The remote jumped along with the song. That's great. Let's see if I can do some uke on the porch again. Fucking hell. That's not picking up. It's not picking up what I'm putting down, guys. I think something's wrong with my mic today. just gonna have to go without it today then. No. If it's not working, it's not working. It's not working. Thank you all for being here. Sorry that my ukulele apparently killed your ears there, Haru. I tried. I attempted. I gave effort. Thank you, Chaz. Let's have a look-sees. Who can I send you humans to? We have... What games do we want? What games do we want to watch? We have... What is Outriders? That's a person we should go watch. Someone who's playing Outriders and I have no idea what it is. So we'll get some copies. Some copies. And we want to raid. I swear I've already raided this person actually. Scratch that. We'll go over here. Copy. There we go. There we go. We're going to watch Detroit Become Human instead. Hey, thank you all for being here. Highly appreciate you every time. And mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all. I'll see you next time. I'll see you on Wednesday. We're doing some art. See yous.